Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And ultimately cannot get this out to the... ...25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Morrison. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Morrison. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 14. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, Theo, switch it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Morrison.
At the 28-yard line.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 27.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
43
operating from the gun. Morrison, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Morrison. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
You can't block me. You can't.
On second down, Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Patriots.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Morrison. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 9.
Single. 58 to my
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down.
From the gun, Morrison. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Burrow. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Mixon on the
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
1-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Morrison. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Burrow will throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
.46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Patriots take over.
38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Morrison. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Darren Lee there to get him down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Morrison. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Morrison letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Morrison. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Morrison's pass.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now it's Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
4-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They run with Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. On the draw, they go to Geis. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Off the play fake, Morrison. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Connor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1-yard line.
Here we go with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Morrison. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Tonight's final score, Patriots 16, Bengals 10.